in Southern Africa. To live in a rural area is really hard. Other people, they don't have even the food to eat sometimes. And the people are so very thankful to the Church of Christ, to the dynamic leadership of Brother Eduardo Vimanalo for his love and care for the people of South Africa. It really changes their lives. Not only their lives, but the lives of the entire community around them. Someone's life getting better. Not only getting better, but those people are close to God. Because they are there in the houses, and then the capilla, the chapel is over there. So they will be able to render their worship service unto God. The church is growing day by day. My name is Tsatsinyani Zagaraya Mahanetsa. I grew up in the mountains of Simonkong, the village of Haleromonyana. It's in the rural area whereby I was a headman. I was heading the cattle, the sheep and the goats of my father. I took care of the animals like for 12 years being a headman. And then the life was really hard to be a headman because all day you must be on the field, and it is the responsibility of each and every headman to make sure that those sheep are well taken off. I did my primary school in the rural areas. So for the high school level, I went to the city, Maseru, whereby I was able to complete the high school, and then I went to South Africa. To South Africa, I was doing the human relations. Other people, they don't have even the food to eat sometimes. Or maybe they can just take one meal in the morning and then they will eat when they are sleeping. Sometimes, unfortunately, they cannot even have dinner. To live in a rural area it's hard actually. Sometimes the children get sick. If someone is sick, it is hard for him or her to get in time to the hospital, because we are staying far away from the main road also. From my place where I grew up to the main road, it took like 2 hours. Life is really hard. So during the night is when we have get together with our families. Then we'll see each and every one, and then we'll discuss whatever it was in the field and whatever we experienced. So this is the good time for us to meet together and share dinner together and to share experiences actually and be happy. Yeah. I was invited to the church by one of the sisters in the local of Masero. I get interested to the teachings because I saw the minister asking the question and then the answer comes straight from the Bible. So that makes me to continue on my Bible study sessions until I completed them. When I heard that I've been approved to receive the Holy Baptism, I was really excited because I truly understand that for me to be baptized inside the Holy Church and for me to receive the true baptism, that is going to help me to attain salvation at the end. As a translator, my role was to go with the minister from a certain different places. There I'll have to translate in my language, Sutu language, so that the people will understand the true gospel that has been upheld by the Iglesia in Cristo, Church of Christ. So it really helps the people around because now they can understand in their language. For us translating for them, that also makes an impact to help the church as well, so that the people, many more people, be interested to listen to the language they can understand. Since these people have received the teachings about the rituals and the customs or the traditions that we have been doing before, their reaction for the first time when you told them about that, they did not believe us. But then after they came and they learned about lots of things in the Bible, most of them will come to us and say, oh, now I understand. My reaction upon seeing the house of worship on the hill of my village, it gets me to be, excited, since I knew that, this is for the sake of the nation of God. Now the people, whenever that they want to do their personal prayers, they'll just go inside the temple and then they will pray there. So every request that they're going to make inside the holy temple, as our Lord God promised, is going to fulfill them. So I was very excited. Also the people in neighboring villages, they also come and support that occasions. That also may give us an opportunity to invite them and then to start the Bible studies on their villages as well.
Every year, because of the spiritual need of the brethren, the spiritual need of those that we are inviting and bringing into the church, there is truly a need for houses of worship. And every year, from the point that Brother Eduardo came to the district of what was then Africa, and now divided into Northern and Southern Africa, we have built houses of worship. nang ipinasya ng pamamahala na sila ipagtatayuan ng bahay-sambahan, kung makita po ninyo ang kanilang kaligayahan. Kasi kahit saan naman pumanig sa buong mundo, ang kapatid, hangad nila magkaroon ng bahay-sambahan. Yan ay ang lugar kung saan tayo nagkakaroon ng kapayapaan. Pag nakita natin yan, simbolo din ng pag-asa yan .
Since I was a translator, then the minister told me that the church desires to uphold the aid to humanity here in Lesotho. Then I was very excited about that. So we go around some offices to inform the government officials so that they can also release the police for them to guard such occasion, because it was a really massive and huge crowd. I never saw as many people as that in my entire life before. The church just bring the food parcels for all those people that were inside there. I think there were close to 20,000 people that get the help from the church on that day. And they were very happy because of the help from the church. They were not expecting that the church could do such aid for them. So that thing make them to see the different perspective about the Church of Christ. The aid to humanity, it helps the people to sustain their daily living with the basic necessities. So for the church to help those people with the food parcels like that, makes them to have the hope again for them to have the proper meal in order for them to pass through another day. It was the first time that something like that happened in my country. The Church of Christ did not only help in my country, Lesotho, but also in the neighboring country.
I am Calvin Omondi Ochieng. I'm from Kenya, District of Northern Africa. Before joining the church, I was a student and I was also part-time working. I was working as an eyewear consultant in an optical shop. And I was also studying at the University of Eldoret. I was studying Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. First activity was launched in 2017. That was the first aid to humanity ever in Kenya. The church was able to reach out to 25,000 people, and that was something big. I was one of the people who were coordinating with the government there to grant us the permit to operate, to hold that activity. It was the first time ever seeing a humanitarian aid of that magnitude.
I'm happy for the food because our church didn't give us food when we are poor. They only want money from the people. The Church of Christ was so good. They give us food.
You've done something very well for us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Church of Christ.
It's going to help very, very, very many people. Because of many people around here are suffering. There are kids here without parents. We will be happy our kids, at least they will go to bed with full stomachs and all of that. I thank you very much.
Nais natin na makilala ng mga Aprikano ang Iglesia ni Cristo. Nakita nila yung ginagawa natin lingap na hindi lamang pala dito sa South Africa, kundi sa buong mundo. Tigit sa lahat, kaya natin pinakita ang video presentation para na makita nila yung ginagawa natin pagsamba sa Diyos. Makilala nila ang tunay na Diyos at ang tunay Iglesia sapagkat yun ang tunay na lingap na maiabot natin sa kapwa-tao natin.
Because of the love and the care of our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, he made it possible for us to have the farm in Ladybrand, South Africa. That farm is as big as 580 hectares. The life of the people in Ladybrand, South Africa has been changed for the better because of the project that has been launched by the Church of Christ. Not only in Ladybrand, but also in Pietersburg. Over there, the farm is over 2,000 hectares. Not only the farm, but also there are also the housing project over there in Pietersburg. And that also shows the love and the care from our beloved executive minister.
At the moment now, there is a lot of changes in my family because I have something to eat at my house and something to wear, washing, all of those things. Yeah, I thank you for them, all of them. They helped me a lot. Now, I'm grateful at all.
I'm very happy because it changed my life. I would like to thank the Church of Christ to give me opportunity to change my life and give me opportunity to work here.
Thank you, Church of Christ!
Being a translator and then always with the minister, it came into my mind that I really need to join the Holy Ministry so that I'll be of use to the church administration and also helping in propagating the gospel through the edification and the strengthening of the church. So that thing became, my inspiration that I have to join the ministry so that many more people will be called inside the church when our Lord Jesus Christ comes again, so that they will be saved.
Well, I was so very happy, especially being granted the opportunity to join the School for Ministers, to become an additional helper to the church administration, especially in my country, because there are some brethren that do not understand the English language. And that is, I strongly believe that that is the reason why I joined the School for Ministers, to implement the mission of the church administration, to help the church administration to reach out to so many people in my country. That was a blessing indeed.
When I get here in Manila, first of all, it was the challenge about the weather. I just experienced the different weather towards the one that we have in Africa.
I was going to find it hard to adapt with the culture in the Philippines and also with the language, and also with the weather, of course. So to me, that was a turning point in my life to really prove to myself that I was really interested to become a minister in the Church of Christ.
So it's a good experience to be here in the Philippines, because most importantly, it is my desire to learn the language of Sugo. That is why I'm here to continue on to be a true minister inside the Church of Christ. My goal now is to work hard on my studies so that I may finish the cause that brought me here, so that one day I'll be elsewhere where the church administration will be willing to assign me. That is my mission as for now. I promise our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, that I'll always be loyal, I'll always be very hardworking minister inside the Holy Church.
My message to Brother Eduardo Vimanalo, I want to tell you, Paul, that we love you, Paul. Me, as a ministerial student, I promise to be submissive and faithful to the church administration.
And the people of Africa are really thankful, because now even the government officials, they recognize the church. The church is growing day by day.
Thank you very much, Brother Eduardo Vimanalo. Mahal na mahal po namin kayo.
We are truly thankful. We acknowledge the work that you do for the church. We acknowledge the love that we have for us as Iglesia ni Cristo members, not only us Africans, but all the brethren around the world.